Monster Bear Productions.
Now.
All right, welcome to episode 8 of Monster Bear Productions. I'm here with Tomi Peterson, who helped me out in a great pinch. I got a couple people who bailed out on me on my podcast, and I hit her up on Facebook just out of blue. I was frantically texting everybody, and she was like, "You know what? It's getting late, but I'll do it." So she was a lifesaver. So
I'm
how
gonna
you
be
doing,
up for a
Tomi?
while anyway.
There you go. I'm not actually gonna go work early in the morning, like super early in the morning. So I just wanted to get this one out. I gotta feed my public, because if I stop producing episodes, people think like, what's gonna happen?
Maybe
Things
they'd
going
be
on.
worried about you probably.
Yeah, the 2020, like this new generation on YouTube, you don't come out with the content, they're gonna leave you. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
oh,
gonna
there's
like,
no. Oh God, he hasn't posted in almost 24 hours. We're done. Unsubscribe. So
don't
I
want to
gotta.
see it. No,
No, I can't. I'm waiting for my analytics to come out so I can see what region of the country, because I'm only showing like 46% of United States of a population that I got that watches my videos, which is only 46%, which is kind of weird. So I want to know where the rest of the countries are coming from. Like, who else is listening to this?
that is interesting to know. I would be curious about that too. Like
Yeah,
who all takes interest in what I'm doing, like, and who I'm
right.
talking to. Like sometimes people can be quite interesting.
I
Like,
know. Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, I was gonna say something, but you were on a fire. You was on a roll. I gotta learn not to speak up when you're on the roll. So I got this practicing
Oh no,
still.
it's all
Still
right.
learning.
I'm a rambler, so like I can sometimes I can pick up right where I left off, and sometimes like, what was I talking about? 'Cause I just like jump from like subject to subject to subject to subject. Like hearing a story from me, you hear like 50 million side stories. So
Oh, like how? Like, what's one of the most rambling stories you had ever so far?
any story I try to tell, literally, I get off topic. So the show that I watch, it's called The Midnight Gospel. It's on Netflix. There's only 8 episodes right now. I'm really sad. The last episode was an emotional journey. Oh
Really?
man. Hmm.
How so without any spoilers?
Oh, okay. Without This is hard without spoilers.
We'll just say spoiler
Okay, so
alert.
this guy,
Yeah.
his name is Clancy, as far as we know, and he is like got this simulator thing, and he goes into like other galaxies and visits other planets. And he just like picks a target and he's like, hey, can I interview you for my space cast? It's going to be shot out into space. And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they just like, sometimes they talk about like metaphysical things and like personal perspectives and just like all these different outlooks on life. And it's really cool.
Oh, really? It's
But
like
man, oh man, some real wild fucked off shit happens. Like, what? And they just keep the
what?
conversation going. And it's like, bro, you're just eyeballs right now.
What?
How?
Wait, just eyeballs?
It gets crazy. It gets crazy. He like can't die, so it's cool. But
He
cool.
can't. He can't die, so he's walking around just like he can't speak then, huh? So
No,
if
he
you just
can. He
uh
can't. Like some of the situations, like they start out like so he fixed an avatar, or sometimes he just goes like as himself, and so he enters this planet. The first one, the very first episode, so crazy, so crazy. There's like this like baby man who is our like he's the president, and they're under a zombie apocalypse right now, and they talk about drugs.
talk about drugs. Huh? What kind of
They
drugs?
talk
Like,
about drugs.
what kind of drugs? I'm talking about the
Like,
hardcore stuff or
well,
the
see,
chill
that's
stuff.
exactly it. You see, so I have the same kind of viewpoint as this president and Clancy guy.
Really?
I Yes, because like so, what he says. One of his key points is like it's not good drugs or bad drugs. Like they are not really labeled. drugs are drugs. It's the circumstances, it's the way that you choose to react to them, or like how you use them. You know, Basically, it's on us.
Huh. Elaborate just a little bit more for me. Let's see if I can get on the same page. Wouldn't me over on this one. So, like any drugs, like I don't know, for example, like Flocka, like that's like that's what I mean.
I really don't see a good part of that, but like,
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure there is one, maybe.
there is one. I see,
I
like
don't know. I don't think there's maybe not for that one.
I don't know about that one. There's videos of people
Yeah,
running into
like,
vehicles at head-on collisions. So I was like, sliding down the poles butt naked. I don't know if there's anything fun about that.
or what was that one? Like, it was like bath salts, I think. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But they like would like there's videos of this girl like just like stabbing herself in the vagina, and she's all fucked up and she looks like a
What?
fucking zombie. She's got blood coming out her mouth. And
That
then she
sounds
goes
like
after these
Flocka.
guys. It's like in a subway. And then she
Oh, the
like starts
subway
chasing
one.
after these guys, and like
Yeah.
they're like, ah.
Yeah,
I
like
would
she was all like screaming or something like that, and then like eventually they're like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And she looked up at him like all like possessed or something, like, "Ah!" Start chasing him.
she's all like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was wild. I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, I seen that video. I
So
thought it
like,
was fake.
I mean, the good side of that, I guess, hey, here's the zombie apocalypse.
I don't know.
It's starting early, I guess.
Those seem like the 28 days later zombies, and I don't think I'm in shape to outrun
Oh
those
man,
zombies right now. I don't think I can.
that movie.
28 days later.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good
I
one.
watched it in a long time, but that
I
was
know. I know this.
mind fuck there.
I know the cinematography on that movie was beautiful. The storyline of that movie was amazing. The duality of man it was portraying was like phenomenal. Like it was pretty. It was a good movie.
Ourselves, but as each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. The war within humanity, and trying to uproot nature and corrupt it into our own downfall. It was fascinating movie, and the sense of loneliness. Oh, that movie was
And
wild.
just like how they just watch everyone just kind of crumple around them and like just
Yeah.
die horrible, slow, painful deaths. Their skin, man, their fucking skin. Oh,
It was wild. It was wild. Yeah, I can't. That was,
and that's
yeah,
like an older movie too.
it
Like,
is. And it holds up to this day, though. Which is crazy. The movie holds up to this day. It's even more profound today when you rewatch it. For anybody who haven't watched it, watch 28 Days Later. It's just everything about it just syncs up with what we're going through right now, especially with the pandemic that's going on.
mhm,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
nobody really knowing, like, I don't know, like how anybody is going to react to
Yeah,
anything.
you know.
And like, so I work in the food industry, and
Yeah,
I hear a lot of different opinions, and I can't neither disagree nor agree with them. So I kind of have to like dance around the subjects. And you know, when it comes to me personally, like I'll do whatever I've got to do to get through the day or to get through the year or whatever, blah 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 blah. So it's easy to like just not have an opinion.
right.
If
Okay,
that
I
makes
see what
any
you mean.
sense.
You don't want to have like conflict. Oh, and by the way, she's smoking just a tobacco pipe. It's a tobacco
Yes.
pipe, so it's tobacco. It's a fancy looking pipe she got. This fancy tobacco pipe. Um, so, but yeah,
It's
see, you
pretty.
don't have any. It is nice. It's a nice pipe. Don't give me one of those good tobacco pipes. All
Steamrollers are the way to go.
right. So what would be like in your heart of hearts? What do you feel about it? Like, you have any like general feelings? Like, I know you say you don't really try to avoid it as much as possible, but like anything like
Well,
you feel about it?
generally, I don't know. I think we should treat it with caution, as we should with, you know, most airborne illnesses or any kind of illnesses really that seem to have this much of an effect on humanity, like we do have to kind of look out for each other. But at the same time, like, you look out for your own, you look out for yourself.
Yeah.
And so there's like a split between how you feel about it. Because that, like, while I want humanity to do better, are they going to?
Right.
Well, I
I hear what you
want
mean. Mm-hmm.
humanity to be protected. Like, there's no way we can protect us from ourselves. Like, there's just not. We can't seem to truly unify. Like, how
Yeah.
everyone is all like, oh, it would be so much easier if we could unify. I'm like, yes, but people hold on so dearly to their own beliefs and saying that you're wrong. So they just can't. They can't fathom the idea of holding hands with this person that they think is completely and utterly wrong. They want to just change their minds, and they can't change their
Yeah.
minds. So why would they want to hold their hand? You know?
Yeah. Like that's
Instead, it's like, hey, we're human.
right. That's like the hardest thing that we have as a people, people in whole. The biggest thing that we hate to do is admit that we're wrong. We'll find anything and everything to justify our argument. Even it can be pseudoscience, it can be whatever, but anything you can find to justify your argument to prove that you're not wrong. Like even when you ever notice sometimes people admit when they're wrong, then a
It's
couple
like they do
days
it
or months later,
begrudgingly, and they're like mad
yeah,
about it.
they're mad about it until
I mean,
and
I
then
don't
like
like
when they
being
find
wrong, but I'm not mad about it.
all right. It's just the thing. You don't want to like believe that you're wrong about a certain scenario or subject or whatever it is, but they'll find anything, and then when it turns out or like find some kind of evidence that backs up their claim, they'll run back to the exact same claim they had before, even though they were admit that they were wrong. And they'll like
And
try to
even if they've
convince
already
you,
told you that same thing
yeah,
already, they're like, well, this, and
yeah,
you're like, yeah, I know that, but what else? And they're like, well,
yeah,
this. You're like, oh, bro, you just told me this.
right,
Come on. I
right,
kind of like more information. Is this all you got?
right. Yeah, for real. That's it's very fascinating in a way. I'm not sure if it's like a survival instinct or some kind of survival mechanism. I'm not exactly sure, but it's quite odd just to admit that. It's okay. I've always found it's okay to admit that you're wrong. As soon as you find out that you're wrong, you can grow from it. You know,
Mm-hmm. As
like
soon as you accept that you were wrong,
yeah,
not that you find out. Like once you accept it, like you know what, I was wrong. How do I better this? How do I
yeah,
get say you did something wrong,
yeah,
like you wronged somebody, and like maybe your heart was in the right place, but it was still wrong, you know?
yeah,
And it's one of those complicated situations, like maybe apologizing just isn't enough. You got to try to figure out how to approach it in a way that isn't going to come off as like aggressive or
yeah.
um, angry. Like even if you're mad at yourself, you can't take it out on the other person.
Right, right,
You
right.
know, you can't show them the anger in within yourself towards yourself, like yelling at them, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah,
Doesn't work like that. Hey, I'm pretty mad at myself. I got a lot of shit going on in my head and in my feels, and I'm really just kind of angsty right now. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna go away now so I can figure some shit out and then come back and maybe try to fix shit. You know, that's
right,
acceptable
right.
as long as you try at least.
Once you try like put some kind of forth effort, take accountability for your actions and whatnot, and you know,
Compassion, like just
and being
caring, like putting
compassionate,
yourself in their
actually have real
situation, like how
empathy.
you feel.
Yeah, yeah, I can see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So that I don't know. So you said you work in the fast food industry, well, food industry, right?
Yes.
Okay. So working in the food industry, like like is there any kind of protocols that you guys going through? Things that have changed since the pandemic? Like I know you guys have put the mask on and the screen and whatnot, or
We got way more checklists than we've ever had to have.
really? Like
Yeah.
how?
Like we have to make sure that we're not running any fevers. Like I mean, I've got a smoker's cough. You know, I smoke. So,
Yeah.
they gotta make sure that cough isn't like COVID
Right.
and fucking so much hand sanitizer.
Hand
My
sanitizer for
skin hates
days.
it.
It's gonna
Hey,
hate it. You
yeah.
start to rebel.
And then we got a new spray, and like that shit, like nobody's skin likes it. Nobody's skin
Yeah.
likes it. No. But so we have to do fevers, if we got any symptoms, like check it all off that we don't, because we don't. We're not
Right.
sick, you know.
Right.
And just going through all of that. It's a pain in the ass.
That's like a pain in the ass. It does. It does. It sounds like it's a
Right.
lot to
Hey, at
do,
least you
but
don't have to do it rectally though, right?
oh, they should bring that back. Actually, thinking about it, I think that's why we're
No,
sick
no, please
nowadays.
don't. Don't put that on me.
They should bring that back. I'm pro rectal exams now. At first I wasn't. You know,
No, I
like
mean exams is fine,
oh,
but
not
like
exams. I
I
meant
don't
the
want you to take my temperature like that every
temperature
time I go to
checks.
work. Fuck
I,
that.
I made temperature checks because
Sexual
before.
harassment. Leave my beehole alone.
I, before, like back in the day when kids you used to get it when you was a kid and whatnot, and you never want to go to the doctor again. You make sure you were sick and you ate your apples. I think it's a problem nowadays. Everybody's getting sick now because they're not doing that anymore. It's not traumatizing. It's not.
So they're not scared
Yeah,
of.
it's not scary anymore. So if we bring that back, everybody's gonna be
Bring
sanitized
back
and
the
washing
plague
their hands.
doctors, dude.
Huh? Bring
Back
back
the
the what?
plague doctors.
The plague doctors. You put the
Stop
beaks
scared
in the
for
nose.
people.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
snap. Putting the flowers in to help smell good. Keep away the virus. Oh,
Rosemary,
snap. Rosemary, that's right. Putting
I think it
rosemary in.
was it?
It was something. I'm pretty sure it was flowers or some kind of smell, spices or something that believed that kept away the plague. Like it helped prevent it. It's like a filtration system that will filter it out. So
Yeah,
it was something like that.
something.
Yeah. So you want to bring those outfits back?
Yes, I'm so down for it. Like, oh man, the way they dressed back then, like, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Everyone wore heels.
Well, that's true. Huh? They did. Of
Like
course,
legends at least.
they had to. The streets were muddy, right? Because that's the reason why, like, the most common place for people was wear heels, because they don't get their feet all muddy and whatnot, or get their capes or skirts are all muddy because they always have to wear heels.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, because not everybody and not everywhere had cobblestone because,
yeah,
like we think of cobblestone as like a common thing, but like it really wasn't all
that
that
was.
common. Like it was in towns, bigger towns,
Mm-hmm.
not the small ones, bigger
Yeah,
towns, and in fucking palaces and shit
yeah,
because they could afford it and because it was much easier to travel on than mud.
yeah.
But places that couldn't afford it, which was quite a few places,
A
did
lot of
not have.
places. Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah,
lucky if they had a cobblestone bridge. Usually that shit was wood and it was rickety.
it was rickety. Always kept breaking, rotten.
Well, yeah, because it would be weathered and everything. They couldn't
Yeah.
really polish it and seal it.
Uh,
Like they couldn't weatherize the wood. They didn't have those capabilities.
no,
They didn't know about varnish.
all right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
clear coat.
clear coat. Right, that's for sure. Like they definitely did not know about that. There's a lot of stuff they didn't know. That's why I kind of find it fascinating when people always want to go back to the past. Like, yeah, you want to go back to the past knowing what you know
The
now.
knowledge that you have, you would be burned.
Well,
You
this
would be
depends who you
burned.
are.
You'd be considered a witch, and they'd be all like, "No, fuck you and your wizardry. Like, keep away from my children. We're going to drown you, burn you, or just stone you to death, or we're
Well,
just gonna brutally beat you until you die."
let's see if you play your
The whole
cards
town.
right. Let's see if you play your cards right, though. Play your cards right and kind of slowly implement it there. Get in nice with the nobleman and the king and whatnot, or the queen.
People
Get
were really suspicious then. You'd have to be very careful. Very,
exactly.
very careful. Like,
And you
you
did.
wouldn't know how to blend in, though, because unless you pretended to be deaf, dumb, and mute, you wouldn't be able to blend in because we don't know all of the terms. We can't talk like they talked. Like me and you, we've got different accents than what they had.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure,
And
for
we
sure.
talk way different than what how they like. We would try to be all like, "Excuse me, sir, where's the olden pub?" And they'd be all like, "What the fuck?" Maybe not necessarily so many words as that, but
Yeah, yeah.
they'd be like,
Well,
"You're
that's
not
what
from around here, are you?"
we're gonna take kindly from here with your accents
Yeah.
around here.
People like, "What's up with you? Why you talk funny?"
are you speaking English there, boy?
I don't understand a word that just came out of your
Just out
mouth.
your mouth. I get that now.
You know, just for talking differently, they'd be all like, "You sus." Like, I think you might be a demon.
That's for sure.
Exercise him.
It's time to
We'd
exercise
be
the
saying,
demons.
we'd be saying so many curse words because they're like branding us to get the demons out.
Oh,
And
oh, you're definitely in trouble then. Oh man,
we're like, "What are
heathens.
these words? They're speaking in tongues." And yeah, no.
Oh, they'll burn us. They'll burn your life. They do cuss words back then.
Mm,
Oh, he
like
started
they'd be
flooding
all
with
like,
cuss words twice.
"Blasphemy."
Yeah, he's a heathen. I'll tell you, he's a heathen.
There's many
Yep,
demons in there.
yep,
That one holds many. If we'd be
yeah.
just please give us some water. And it'd be all like holy water that's been sitting in the same dingy thing that we've never washed.
We never wash this. We all
Just
wash our hands
holy
in.
water in it. The algae is protein.
Protein algae. Gets the people going.
Don't mind the floaties. Like some of it might be some fingernails because people are nasty, but
Oh, that's true. They were extremely dirty back then.
the water you
uh,
get, fuck.
all right, for sure. but yeah, like as we were saying before, people always want to go back to the past, knowing what the knowledge they know now. But if if you go back to living in the past, you want to have this kind of type of knowledge. To say if you just fast forward back there and you want to be born in the past, you want to have the knowledge we have now. It'd be a whole different
Exactly.
experience.
But you,
It'll be
you
it'll be
then.
horrible. You be born then. You won't know anything about technology.
Who's to say you wouldn't wind up a whore?
Well, let's not curse the whores. You know, whores are
It
they
would be a
serve.
more respectable profession in that.
Yeah,
Who's to say you don't wind up being the local conjurer, and then
yeah.
fucking get beat up every week because at least one person in the village can't stand your guts and what you're about, even though you're helping your community.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Yeah, I didn't
I
think about
mean,
all this stuff.
maybe you would still have like a sense of how to use science, and everyone's still like, "Wizardry."
Oh, you use science as a rap. You start using science unless you was born in like a certain age when the age when science started booming, everybody's using technology. Well, not trying to figure stuff out. Ooh, you start using science, it's a rap for you. Blasphemy all over the
I
place.
actually, with knowledge from today, if you went back to like I'd say like ancient Greece and Rome, they probably kind of accept these ideas. They like torture you a little bit for more information and how it works. And if you couldn't tell them how, maybe they might kill you. But they also might keep you around because you have more knowledge.
Let's see if you can explain to them. You can speak Greek.
Speak Greek. If you
Yeah,
can
you can
have
speak
somebody,
Greek.
yeah, you can have somebody bring somebody with you that like speaks Latin so that they can at least translate a little bit of what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
like some Bill and Ted shit.
The Bill and Ted shit. There you go. Oh, they have a new movie coming out too, huh? Bill and Ted.
Oh, I know. I'm kind of
Oh,
excited about it, honestly.
you know when it comes out?
No, I don't know when, but I
Oh, okay.
remember that it's
All right.
coming.
Oh yeah. Bill and Ted. Hope it's gonna be good. It looks pretty good. They're older now, but it still looks.
I know they're all like they. I saw the ad was or the thumbnails, whatever the advertisement
Yeah.
article thing. Article. That's the word I'm
Yeah.
looking for. It was an A word.
It was an
Uh,
A-word.
uh, that they're like, fucking Keanu's in a suit and fucking like they're both just like he's like kind of dressed up and Ted's just like, wow, I'm stoned. Sorry, oh whoops. Mm.
So what?
Anyway,
What's the what? What'd you do?
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good. You're good. He's like Keanu Reeves in the suit.
Yeah, they're just like doing the like and it's like yes, it makes me happy. They're so old now, and it's like they still just have that childlikeness to them, and it makes me really happy.
I know, all right. So that, yeah, I don't know. Keanu Reeves might be a vampire.
I'm
I,
fine with that.
I think he's a vampire. There's old pictures of him from the 1800s. I've seen it.
I know, like
Yeah,
he's just immortal, right?
and he's
Yeah,
him and
we can leave it like that. Him and Betty White, they'll outlive
him,
us all.
Betty White. I think. Oh, who else was immortal? Jay-Z, Eddie Murphy, and who
Oh
else was?
man,
Oh, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. He served in the Civil War. And I don't mean Glory. I don't mean movie Glory. That's probably a documentary about his life. Yeah, at least some of these people are
yeah,
they're
he's so
immortal.
ancient that he's even God.
All right, for real, he was. He did. He did. Was it Bruce Almighty? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Yeah.
it was just the janitor.
Yeah, the janitor. And what he also played Evan Almighty too
That
with
file cabinet. Oh man, that would hurt.
the file cabinet. Oh
Yes, just keeps going.
yeah.
That'd be terrifying. Like it's not gonna
Oh
stop.
gosh. It's never gonna stop. You got over something billions and billions upon billions of people, almost to trillions. All in that file cabinet. Oh. But yeah, that's pretty wild. But yeah, I'm not sure. There's like a YouTube video about that. Like they was showing like Keanu Reeves, like almost like doppelgangers, lookalikes for them pretty
Mm-hmm.
themselves. Yeah, that was pretty wild. So I can find it. I gotta find that one day. I'll find it and see if I can source it and link it to this so people can watch it too.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. So what about you?
Very
Anything like
unique person.
he is. Oh, Keanu Reeves? Oh yeah, he very is. Down to earth. He mastered the art of blending in and acting normal, not acting like he's rich. That he can walk through society and people don't recognize him.
I dare him to walk around me and be all like, "Yo, I know who you is.
You're
I
Keanu
appreciate
Reeves.
you." Yeah.
Whoa. You do the whoa to him? Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. You're Keanu Reeves. So, well, like I was saying before, like, what about you? Does anything change in your life during this pandemic? Is there anything you have to do different other besides work? Things that work?
Not really. I'm a bit of a hermit.
All right.
Hmm. I'm
Like,
not much of a society person. I don't
oh,
like
really?
going out into it.
You don't like society? You don't like
It's not
people?
that I don't like it. I just don't like. Yeah, I don't like people.
Uh,
I mean, I like
those-
people, but I don't like
yeah.
people.
So, what is it about people you don't like?
They can be quite mm, persistent.
Persistent? Persistent,
How
like,
annoying they are.
uh,
Like I don't know. It's not that people are necessarily bad or
uh,
anything. They just really annoy me.
yeah,
I
just
don't know.
someone be around them, they just, like, well, this
Like a
way they,
whole lot of people being around, like just like it's just how the majority of them just kind of like uh, I don't know. It's kind of like they act like everyone else isn't there, and they're just it's like all
uh,
theirs.
yeah,
And like they don't really care if they bump into you. They don't apologize or anything, even though you apologize. They're like, oh, thanks, yeah. You shouldn't have bumped into me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what you're
You know,
saying. So
and
people act like that this they're in their own little world and like they're not sharing the universe with you, pretty
they're
much.
better than you just because
Okay.
you like. I mean, I really don't care about my appearance. I dress
So what's
pretty
your
scrubby
appearance?
sometimes.
Oh, no.
And or I'll go to fucking Walmart in my pajamas. If I'm comfy, I'm going. Like I don't always, dressed in daytime people clothes.
Okay. All right. So you
And
do what
sometimes
makes you
I
happy and
dress
comfortable,
really
right?
nice.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, people still treat me differently when I dress really nice, and I don't like that kind of treatment either. Like,
Treat you
mm.
differently, like how? Like what? Like compliments wise, or like?
Yes, yeah, compliments. Some of the compliments are really, really nice though. Like it's not necessarily the compliments that make me uncomfortable. It's like the way they say them sometimes.
Uh,
It's like, that was a little creepy, buddy.
oh, so
Please
coming on
don't.
too strong kind of style.
Yeah, coming on way too strong. And it's like,
Uh,
no.
so
Or
get
but
like a
when
little
people
bit
tell
of
me that it's really cool that my dress has pockets, like that's awesome.
okay.
Thank
And when people
you.
tell you that, what would be the not so awesome thing to not to say?
A lot of things, honestly. I've heard,
Yeah.
well, and it's not even just towards me. Like I've seen girls that were
Hmm.
very, very nice looking.
Hmm.
And it's not their fault that they're curvy, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's not. And it's not their fault that that dress looks damn good on them either. You don't need to say what you want to do to her, you know?
Oh, that's what they say. People say like what they want to do.
Sometimes.
Ah,
But
okay.
it's just like, or you don't need to like follow them either. Like that's like just
Oh,
not even saying anything and just following like people like or being followed. Like that's a sketchy feeling. It's very suspicious and or
oh
like or or say you have to give them, their cash back
yeah.
and they
Hmm.
don't want to let go of your hand. It's like, I need my hand back, thank you.
They do that?
And
People do that?
yes,
Really?
yes.
People, you give them cash, they'll hang on to your hand for a long time. Really?
Yeah, it's not fun. It's like, and you just, I don't know, you kind of have to deal with it with a smile, basically. And it's like, I'm watching you.
We think it's like the male patriarchy that's going on, or is it like is it universal? Is it happen between sex, or mostly just males that do it?
Mostly males, like, and I've been to quite a few different states too, and it's happened. It happens everywhere. It does. It happens literally everywhere. And
Everywhere.
I've also seen some aggressive ass bitches too. They were like wanting to fight me over something that wasn't even my fault. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I was just scared.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
could you please do not try to jump me? Like, I'm scared that I will hurt you because I've got a lot of anger in me at the time. Well, maybe still a little bit, but
Oh, okay. Well, so wait, you're a fighter?
no, not
Oh,
anymore.
not no. Oh, you used to be a fighter.
A little bit,
Okay.
a
What's
little.
your record? What's your record?
I don't know. What
50
do
and
you
up?
mean?
Like, what's your record? You say you used to be a fighter. Like, what's your record?
Oh no, not like professional.
No, no, not professional. I'm just street fights. What's your record? Like, were you like a good fighter, amateur, novice?
Oh, I was a good fighter, but
Okay, okay.
I was kind of a bully. So I mean, it's not
Oh,
it's not that great of a thing.
oh, I hear you. I hear you.
I was a bully to bullies, but I mean, so it doesn't make it any better though. It's still bully.
Oh, so you were mean to people who were mean to others. So you like pretty much like defended those who felt
And
like they
mean to
could
me, and mean to my brothers, and mean to
mean
like
to.
just mean motherfuckers just trying to start shit that they can't fucking finish.
Really? Okay. All right, so pretty much you're not afraid to say something if you feel like it's not right for that person to do, right?
I'm sorry,
Kind
what?
of. So pretty much you're not afraid to say something if you feel like it's not right for that person to do or say or act a certain way in a demeaning fashion or rude fashion towards you or people you care about, right?
Absolutely not. Even people I don't know. Like
Yeah.
if I see it going on, like no, I will definitely say something.
All right.
I'm not afraid to use my words,
Okay.
and I can back up my words.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Well, as long as you back up, you can back up your words and you helping those
I
who feel
haven't
like
had
they.
to in a very, very long time, and I'm really
Okay.
happy about that.
So you feel like the world's getting like more of like a better place then? Like everybody's be more a little bit more calm, decent, other than the
No,
weird,
I'd
strange
say
people.
that I've gotten better control over myself, and the world's more become a decent place. Like we've seen the world lately. Uh,
Yeah, everybody's wearing masks
uh,
usually.
but no, it's not just the mask things. It's just like people,
Well, I'm just saying, but yeah. Good.
humans. I'm sorry, but we're just like a parasite. Okay,
But, oh, really?
that's pretty much all we are. We just suck the fucking life out of everything around us and complain when we don't have enough to sustain ourselves anymore or
Okay.
each other.
You think we're gonna run ourselves out of existence? Yeah.
Maybe not in this century. Maybe it could even be tomorrow. Maybe it could, you know, maybe it's 500 years from now. But yeah, if we can't learn from all the mistakes that we keep repeatedly making,
Hmm.
then we're just never going to get any further than this. And it's always going to come back to war amongst ourselves.
Right.
And it's sad, but
Okay.
I'm hoping that, this next generation is raised with lots and lots of love, and that we can teach them that there's a much better way than the ways that we currently know.
Hmm. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Even if like some of the ways that we've like, I don't know, I think I handle things pretty level-headedly, and I hope that I can pass that down.
Hmm. Yeah. And pass it down to the next generation that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Gen Z or the next generation. What is the next
Oh no,
generation coming
my
from?
kids.
Oh, kids.
Like
Okay, so it'll be the kids after Gen Z. Okay. All right.
the kids I'm raising.
All right. I got you.
I mean, she's asleep right now. Otherwise,
Uh,
she just like, well, I wouldn't be, you know, smoking right now. She's
yes.
out.
Oh, God. Okay.
She went to bed, I guess, like an hour and a half ago. So,
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So how's parent life treating you? Is it pretty nice? You like it? This is kind of
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it can be frustrating, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Like, she gives the best kisses. Oh my God, she gives the best kisses. She's like, she'll grab your face and she's like, mwah. And then she
Oh.
giggles and she gives the bestest hugs. Like she just like throws herself into you and grabs you and she pats and rubs. Like she's a good hugger.
Right.
She's a very good hugger. She's not even 2 yet. She's like such a little love bug. But she loves to cuddle. Like she's gonna wind up in bed with me anyway, like she does almost every night. And she lays right here. So my arm is like around her all the time because like she has to touch me. Even though she rolls herself away, she still gets mad that she's not touching me anymore and like kicks me and yells at me. And I'm like, well, I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere.
Mm.
I'm tired. So yeah, I'm a little growly. And then she's like, and I'm all like, well, come here. Come on. And then she just like boom, right into me. And I'm all like, and situate her. Then she passes back out. Takes me forever to pass back out, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I know that you're going to be up early, too.
uh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's really cool. I mean,
Used to running off a little sleep.
right, right. But they're the best, though. Like there's I always hear like there's no such thing as a child's love. No, there's such thing. I mean, like as in like compared to everybody else's love.
There's no comparison.
I'm saying there's no such comparison to a child's love. No such thing. Oh, dang. That'd be cold. That was
From
cold.
the minute they're born, like before they're even born, they love us unconditionally. Like we, as the mother, I was her support system. I was her life. Like she was growing inside of me. I provided protection and food, like, nourishment and lots of love and music and books, like reading and like lots of talking. I had everybody talk to her while she was in my belly so she would recognize their voices when she got out because, everybody was going to be a very big part of her life, whether they liked it or not. And,
that's cool.
here we are, and she loves her uncles and her aunt like no other, and she loves her cousin and, her nana and her papa and all of her other aunties and uncles that were there for me and while I was pregnant and everything. Like she loves everybody and she's so full of love. But she's also so full of a lot of freaking attitude. Like
Really?
Oh my Jesus, yes.
I wonder where she get that from.
Huh.
I wonder where she get that from.
I wonder.
I wonder if there's something out there that she used to, something that, she was genetically speaking that came from.
And she knows what she does not want. That's for certain too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. No is one of her favorite words. Oh man. Jesus Christ. Like she's a handful. She really is. And she can be a little bit mean and she's got a mean left and right hook. She can kick real hard. She's learning how to jump. So she's gonna start like jumping on people now, I'm sure of it. Oh man, she's an aggressive player.
Really? So she's gonna be a kind of a fighter.
I wonder where she gets that from.
Yeah, I wonder where she get that fighting spirit from.
I don't want to ever break her spirit, but I do want her to know that she is gonna listen to me.
Right.
And that's what we're working on. And she does. Like all I gotta do is give her a certain look, and she's all like, "Oh shit." I mean, she does say "oh shit" sometimes, but yeah.
She does.
Oh no, my phone might die here soon. So.
That's quite all right. We can go for a little while, and then I can let you go. I gotta get up early here in the morning. Actually, we might can stop it now. Is there any closing things you want to say, or anything you want to mention, or say hi to somebody, or shout out anybody, any projects, any restaurant you're working at, and tell people to come down to, or well, I don't know, because you talk about people holding your hand.
Drawing a blank, but I don't know. Thank you for inviting me. This is my very first ever podcast, so thank you for that. To anybody who's watching, I hope y'all stay safe out there and make the best of life and shit, within means. Within means.
I knew it. I knew you cared about people. I knew it was coming out there eventually.
Of course I care. I just don't like them. I don't have to like people to not care, to care about them. I can care about people and not like them. Okay, thank you very much.
But you love them. You don't have to like them, but you have to.
I'm rooting for them. Okay, I'm rooting for humanity, but it's not looking so. It's looking pretty bleak.
Humanity's at its best, except for me. What was that?
Yeah, he said coming from a historic perspective, humanity's at the best it's ever been. He is kind of right because, there is a majority who does try to actually unify and do a lot of kind, good deeds. But then there's like, I don't know, just the bad people. They're so fucking bad, and they just kind of outweigh all they counteract all the good
Do they
karma.
outweigh or do they speak the loudest?
They speak the loudest, unfortunately, and but they're hidden so well, and it's like,
Like incels?
hmm?
You think they're like incels?
Oh, yep. I
Yeah,
don't know. This just like cut out on
I
you
got you.
and like right in the middle of a sentence or
All right.
anything.
Oh,
Because
no
I'm
worries.
at 30%.
Okay, we'll let you go. It was a good talk. Thank you for helping me out on the pinch. I really do appreciate it. We'd love to have you on
Yeah,
again.
thanks for having me.
For sure. We'll get you on again, get you on some more. We can start getting more deep root and how much you love people. You love people.
Ah,
You don't
totally.
like them, but you love them.
Yeah, I guess.
There we go. Got to
I
admit it. There.
suppose I can take that.
We got her. We got her to admit that she loves people. All right.
I love some
First,
people. I love some people very, 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 very much. And then there's some people that I love to keep my distance from.
I'll take that. We'll meet right there. We'll meet in the middle.
It's a lot of different forms of love, okay?
Yeah, exactly. There's many forms of love. It comes all shapes and forms and sizes.
That is so true. Like I could talk about that for a little bit too. Probably not too long because I'd probably lose my train of thought once or twice at least. So
Well, if you want to
we
plug
could
in your
talk
phone
about it
real
for a little
fast,
bit.
or want to plug
Oh
in your phone
no,
real
no,
fast? Okay.
I gotta like, yeah, no, it's at 2% now. So
2%. We got a few seconds. Go ahead. Talk about the people real fast. Fast as you can. As much as you can know.
about what?
About the
Love?
love.
How many different
Yeah.
kinds of loves there
Yep.
are?
We'll end it with
Did you
that.
know that in most languages they don't have just one word for love? Like we do, like, um, I took French, but I can't remember all of the words now. But like when you love a pair of shoes, it's a different than like when you say like I love my friends and I love these shoes. It's not the
Yeah.
same kind of love. It's not equal love. So there's different words for it. Whereas us here in the US, we use love so universally that it's like almost lost its meaning, but
Mhm.
not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we use love for everything. Like I love this drink, I love this shirt, I love this
Yeah. That's what you're saying.
substance,
Hmm.
or I love this energy drink, or I
Yeah.
love this person, and we use just that one specific kind of love for everything. And I used to be a little bit of a nerd. Like I've partied a lot.
Hmm.
So, don't remember everything, but I used to like look up different words that, kind of meant the same kind of love that what I was trying
Hmm.
to express. And I don't know, there are other words for love. They're not very commonly used. And so they're kind of just, like cast into the shadows and hidden away. Um, I'm probably going to Google some after my phone charges,
All
gonna
right.
die.
For sure.
But I'm gonna like Google some more words and I'll be all like, yep, these are
Hmm.
the ones that I was talking about that I couldn't remember because my brain it doesn't always want to
Yeah.
work
I
this.
got dang tobacco's getting to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel you. The tobacco. Yeah.
Let us
For,
pray.
right. For sure. But thanks again for coming on. I really do appreciate it. And you have a fantastic night.
You too,
All right.
and I hope that you get some good sleep and have sweet dreams.
I appreciate that. I hope you do too.
Thank you. I will do my best.
All right.